Well, we're down on a lake local to us called Turley Court, Matt and I, and we're just testing out a new rig. I say new rig, like with all these rigs, it's nothing particularly new, but it's new to us with regard to putting it out to you guys, and it's probably going to be the last one that we do in the Grippa range. I'm loath to call it the Grippa Rig Mk3, but I think I'm going to have to. Great rig for this time of year. I mean, I don't know about you lot, but fake corn, bits of plastic, you know, little pop-ups, wafters, that kind of thing, plays a huge part in my fishing in the winter. And something like this is absolutely perfect. Dark matter braid, the original stuff, so nice and supple. You know, keeping in with the Grippa theme. So, you know, that's going to sit over everything. And all we've done is incorporated one of the new tungsten aligners and one of our new tungsten sinkers. I guess it's really a souped up German rig, but it will sit absolutely pinned down to the bottom. And the great thing about this is, you know yourself, if you've ever used the korda, pink korda, you know, any of the coloured corn from korda, it's really buoyant, the pop-up stuff. With these things, because of the tungsten aligners, they sit, there's no need for putty. You know, these will just sit lovely on the deck. I've been chucking these out on a helicopter rig today, and you know, normally I'm quite loath. I like to fish a stiff boom with a helicopter rig just to avoid tangles, but this has not tangled on me once. I think we've had about 4 or 5 fish each, and I don't know if you can tell, the conditions aren't perfect, nothing big, every fish absolutely nailed. And as I say, I think the reason this is working so well, when the fish are a little bit finicky, anything that's going to put them off, you know, that could put them off, will put them off. So, you know, if your rig is sat a little bit funny, a little kink in it, something like that, with these guys, it's just not going to happen. The tungsten sinker in the middle there, to be honest, that's a little bit far up. I tend to fish it a third of the way up the rig. I think if you fish it further back, it can encourage a tangle. With that, what happens is, when it hits the bottom, the tungsten itself just helps to kick it away. I mean, I would fish these with balance baits. They'd work with bottom baits, but with a balance bait, and you know, and also incorporating an anti-tangle sleeve, what happens is the anti-tangle sleeve comes into play as long as you're hitting the clip. Then the tungsten sinker comes into play mid-rig, which helps push it out. And then finally, you know, you've got the counterbalance of the pop-up corn against the tungsten aligner, which just allows everything to sit perfectly. So these will be available across the range hooks, you know, so we'll do these in the Kamakuras, the J Precision hooks, and the standard hooks, you know, the standard korda hooks. And guys, you know, when you're fishing a runs water like this, or anywhere where, you know, you want to be sure that you're fishing effectively, but you're not fishing for really big special fish, I would actually recommend that you go down, that you don't use the super sharp hooks, because the points can turn on them. The fish are not coming off, you know, and so they are much more effective hooks. But you know, it's not necessarily the one if every fish doesn't count as much as it would do on, say, you know, a big pit or something like that, where you're fishing for a low stop venue, and you want every sort of, where every fish matters. So yeah, these will be out soon. We'll pop a link up on the Facebook page, buy them directly from the website or eBay, and catch up with you soon.